Hello there, YouTube. My name is Scott, and I just got around to watching She-Ra and the Princesses of Power, Season 5, Episode 8. So we're just past the halfway mark of the last season, so things should be ramping up a little bit. First off, we start in Mara's ship still out in space, where Catra's previous connection to Prime's hive mind informs her of a planet called Critus, which makes Wrong Hordak, the clone, oddly nervous, as he says Critus does not even exist. But they manage to go there, and it's very dark and creepy, and it looks like it's going to kill them. Everybody except Entrapta and Wrong Hordak go out to explore, and after dodging a few traps and looking like things are going extremely badly for them, they meet a magical creature called Milog, who appears in the form of a lion, but sort of, I'm not sure what's a good way to put it, like a magical, semi-transparent lion that can communicate with Catra because apparently it's imprinted on her. And Catra tells a story. Critus was a planet that had magic just like Etheria, and the first ones were there trying to mine that magic, but they just made the planet worse. So then Prime came along later and attempted to take the planet over, but he couldn't. He couldn't use what magic was left, he didn't understand it, he couldn't defend against it. So, it certainly seems like magic might be Horde Prime's weakness. And all of this caused Wrong Hordak to have a major existential crisis, because he was of the belief that Horde Prime was infallible and invincible. And now here's the proof right in front of his eyes on a planet that he doesn't think exists. Adora talks Milog into coming along with them to go back to Etheria, and Milog is able to use its magical powers to cloak Mara's ship so they can get through the massive Horde blockade that's around Etheria. And they make it home. The last shot is actually the door of Mara's ship opening out onto Etheria, and boy are they going to be surprised when they find out pretty much everybody has been chipped. Meanwhile, on Etheria, I say everybody because the rebellion seems to be down to about 6 people. Seahawk, Frosta, Perfuma, Swiftwind, I'm counting Swiftwind as a person here, Shadow Weaver, of course, and, previously unknown, Casta Spella, the sorceress, with a terrible, terrible name. She joins up with the rest of them and goes off with Shadow Weaver, who seems to be leading her somewhere. She's not sure, but she's fighting with her the whole time, and she's convinced that Shadow Weaver's plan is just to get more and more power for herself. But Shadow Weaver shows her that the first ones did not strengthen the magic of Etheria. They weakened it. But it would be possible for them to use it to strengthen themselves to drive off Prime. And obviously against her better judgment, and probably because Shadow Weaver said she wanted to save Micah, who is Casta Spella's brother, she agrees to work with her. And Shadow Weaver said she can stop her if she tries to take the power for herself. So, that'll probably be something they're going to have to deal with down the line. But you're looking at a group of maybe like 11 people against an entire planet that has been assimilated. I'm not saying chipped anymore because I'm a Star Trek fan, and this is obviously reminiscent of the Borg. An entire planet of assimilated beings and an army of clones led by a supposedly invincible emperor against 11 people. I mean, granted, you've got a technological genius on one side, 2 people who have been part of Prime's hive mind, at least 2 sorceresses, 3 princesses, and She-Ra. And Swiftwind. Can't forget Swiftwind. I really like Swiftwind. So, maybe the odds are more even than you think. But we'll certainly find out as we keep going, so see you next time.